She told everyone she loved her daughters, but what kind of mother sells her children just to make money? While others were sending their daughters to school, Aunty Rose was selling hers to rich men who came to her restaurant. But one day, the youngest daughter found out the ugly truth, and what she did next shocked the entire city.
Welcome to our channel, Story Lovers. We love having you here. Before we continue with this intriguing story, please subscribe and turn on notification bell so you can get notified whenever we drop new stories. Now enjoy.
In a noisy city where people rushed to work every day and cars filled the roads, there was a popular food joint called Aunty Rose's Kitchen. The owner, Aunty Rose, was a strong woman in her late 40s. She was famous for her hot pepper soup, tasty jollof rice, and spicy grilled chicken. But what people didn't know was that Aunty Rose had a dark heart and a heavy secret. She had 3 beautiful daughters, Linda, Bella, and the youngest, Nina. Linda was 20, Bella was 18, and Nina was just 15. They were all beautiful, with smooth skin and bright eyes. Customers often smiled whenever the girls passed by. Some came to the restaurant not just for the food, but to see the girls. Linda had a dream of becoming a nurse. Bella wanted to be a teacher. Little Nina loved reading and hoped to become a lawyer one day. But their mother had no plans to send them to university. She believed education was useless if it didn't bring fast money. One evening, after serving many customers, Linda and Bella met their mother in the kitchen. "We want to go to school," Linda said softly. "We've tried for you in this restaurant. Please let us follow our dreams." Aunty Rose dropped her cooking spoon and laughed coldly. "Dreams? What kind of dream is that? Can dreams pay rent? Can dreams buy gas or onions? Listen, school is a waste of time. You are young and beautiful. Use what you have to get what you want." Bella looked confused. "What do you mean, Mama?" "I mean rich men come here to eat every day. You smile at them, they smile back. Don't you know what they want? Go and be close to them. Make them happy. They will pay good money." Linda stepped back in shock. "Mama, that's not right. We are not that kind of girls." Aunty Rose's face turned hard. "Then you can leave my house. No food, no bed, nothing for you again. If you want to eat, make money for me." She stopped feeding them. Days passed. They were hungry and weak. They could smell the food from the kitchen, but Aunty Rose never gave them even a spoon of rice. After many nights of hunger, Linda sat on the floor, crying. "I don't want to die like this," she told Bella. "Maybe we can just do it for a short time, then we'll save money and run away." Bella wiped her eyes. "We don't have a choice. If we stay like this, we'll fall sick." The next day, Aunty Rose picked one rich customer named Mr. Henry, a man with a big belly and a loud laugh. He had been watching Linda for weeks. "That one likes you," Aunty Rose said to Linda. "He has money. Go with him tonight. If you return empty-handed, don't bother coming back here." That night, Linda went with Mr. Henry. When she came back the next morning, her face was wet with tears, but she had a bundle of cash in her hand. Aunty Rose didn't ask how she felt. She just grabbed the money and smiled. "Now you're talking," she laughed. "This is how we will grow rich." From that day, Aunty Rose started dressing Linda and Bella in tight clothes and fixing their hair with expensive wigs. She used the money to buy new chairs and fans for the restaurant. Business grew. More and more men came, not just for food, but to flirt with Linda and Bella. They would buy lots of food just to see the girls smile. Sometimes, Aunty Rose would watch the men eating, then whisper to her daughters, "That one is rich. Smile at him. Laugh at his jokes." At the end of the night, she would say, "Who offered the highest money today? That's who you'll follow home." The girls became like products. The men would even bid with cash. "I'll pay 50,000 Nigerian nairas." "No. I'll give 80,000 Nigerian nairas." 100,000, and she stays the weekend. Aunty Rose always picked the highest bidder. If no big spenders came to the restaurant that day, she would force the girls to dress up and go to nightclubs or stand by street corners to find rich men. "You must bring something home," she would shout. Don't come back empty-handed. Linda and Bella became shadows of themselves. Their eyes lost their light. They smiled during the day but cried every night. Their hearts were broken, but they had no choice. Meanwhile, little Nina noticed everything. She watched how her sisters dressed up and left at night, only to return early in the morning with red eyes and silent lips. One evening, she asked, Sisters, why do you always go out at night? Where do you go? Why do you always look so sad? Bella touched her cheek. Just face your books, Nina. One day you'll understand. But Nina already knew something was wrong. One day, she followed them secretly and saw everything. She saw her sisters talking to old men in dark cars, laughing fake laughs. She ran home and locked herself in her room. That night, she refused to eat. The next day, she said to her sisters, I know everything. And I will never do what you are doing. Never. Even if Mama stops feeding me. Aunty Rose heard her and burst into the room. What did you say? You will do it whether you like it or not. You think you are better than your sisters? Once you finish school, you're next. Then I will run away. Nina shouted. Before she could take a step, Aunty Rose slapped her across the face. You think I'll let you spoil my plan? Try running and see where you end up. Nina cried silently that night. She was scared. She knew her time was coming. Aunty Rose was now making a lot of money from Linda and Bella. She even bought a new generator for the restaurant and hired 2 boys to help serve food. But the girls were dying inside. Every day they smiled in front of customers. At night, they went out to be with men they didn't love. Some men were rough. Some refused to pay. Sometimes, the girls came home with bruises and tears. But their mother didn't care. She only cared about the money. Money doesn't cry, she always said. So wipe your face and go out again. Customers kept coming to the restaurant, not just to eat, but to see Linda and Bella. Men started bringing their friends. The girls became popular. They were now the reason Aunty Rose's kitchen was always full. One rich man even came with a big car and said he wanted to marry Linda. But Aunty Rose refused. Marry? No. Do you think I'll give her to you for free? She's my golden egg. You can pay for one night, but not a lifetime. Linda heard this and wept. She had found someone who truly liked her, someone who said he would take her away from the pain. But her mother sold that chance for quick money. One hot afternoon, something strange happened. A tall man in clean clothes walked into the restaurant. He wore glasses and had a calm voice. His name was Mr. Raymond. He asked for food and sat quietly in the corner. He didn't flirt. He didn't stare. He just watched and listened. When Bella brought his food, he smiled and said, Thank you. What's your name? Bella, she said shyly. You're doing a good job. This place is lucky to have you. That night, when Bella returned home, she told Linda about the strange man who didn't act like other men. He didn't touch me. He didn't ask for my number. He just said thank you and smiled, Bella said. Linda looked surprised. Maybe not all men are the same. The next day, Mr. Raymond came again. This time he brought his laptop. He worked quietly while eating his food. He always sat alone. He continued to visit for 2 weeks. He became friendly with all the workers. But he noticed something. He saw how tired Bella and Linda looked. He saw their sad eyes and fake smiles. One evening, he waited until closing time. Then he asked Bella, Can I talk to you? She nodded. I know something is wrong, Mr. Raymond said gently. You girls are not okay. I see the pain behind your smile. Bella burst into tears. I can't talk. Mama will kill me. Does she force you to do things you don't want to do? Bella looked down and nodded. I want to help, he said. But you have to trust me. Bella shook her head. You don't know our mother. She's not a mother. She's a monster. Mr. Raymond gave her a small card. If you ever want to escape, call this number. I work with people who help girls like you. Bella hid the card under her pillow that night. But Aunty Rose found it the next morning. What is this? she shouted, waving the card. Bella froze. Who gave you this? Are you planning to run away? She beat Bella so badly that day, she couldn't get up from bed for 2 days. Mr. Raymond came again but didn't see Bella or Linda. Aunty Rose told him they've gone to visit their aunt in the village. But he didn't believe her. He left quietly, but he made a plan. That weekend, Linda and Bella were forced to go out again. Aunty Rose gave them short clothes and loud makeup. Go to Club Moonlight tonight, she said. That's where the big men go. Don't come back with less than 150,000 Nigerian nairas. Linda was scared. Bella could barely walk, but she nodded. They entered a taxi and went off into the night. Nina watched them leave. She cried quietly. She wished she could save her sisters, but she was too young, too weak. Then on a fateful night, Linda and Bella had dressed up. Their makeup was heavy, their dresses were short, and their faces looked tired. Aunty Rose gave them the usual warning. Make sure you come back with money, she said. I don't want excuses. Linda looked at Bella. Bella's eyes were sad. She didn't want to go out tonight. I feel sick, she whispered. You know Mummy won't listen, Linda replied. Let's just go and return early. That night, Bella entered a car with a man who looked rich but rough. He said he would take her to a nice hotel. Hours passed. Linda returned around midnight, but Bella didn't come back. Mummy, Bella is not home, Linda said nervously. What do you mean? Aunty Rose shouted. I've called her phone. It's off. They waited till morning, but Bella never showed up. In the afternoon, someone knocked on the door. It was the police. We found this ID card on a girl's body, the officer said. Is she your daughter? He showed Linda a photo. It was Bella. She was dead. She had been beaten, raped, and left behind a club. No one helped her. The man she went with was never caught. Linda screamed and fainted. Aunty Rose cried, but not because she loved Bella. She was crying because her money girl was gone. Why did she enter the wrong car? She kept saying. Why didn't she choose someone rich? Nina watched all this from the corner of the room. She was shaking. She was angry. She was broken. That night, while Aunty Rose slept, Nina tiptoed out of the house and ran to the shop where her mom's workers locking up the shop. Mr. Raymond was about leaving when he saw her. Nina, he asked, surprised. Why are you here alone? You're crying. She fell to her knees. Please help us. Bella is dead. My mummy is wicked. She made my sisters go out every night to look for men. They didn't want to, but she forced us. Bella didn't come back. She's dead. Mr. Raymond carried her into the shop and gave her water. Tell me everything, he said. Nina told him about the beatings, the men, the fake restaurant, the customers who returned only because of Linda and Bella, and how Aunty Rose sold them to the highest bidder. She even told him about the nights they were sent to clubs to attract rich men just to make their mother happy. Mr. Raymond's eyes filled with tears. He didn't believe everything until now. You're so brave, Nina, he said. You did the right thing. He called his lawyer. Then he called a special team of the police that handles child abuse and trafficking. The next morning, the rescue team came with Mr. Raymond. Aunty Rose was still in bed, snoring. The police knocked at the door. She woke up screaming. Who are you people? What's the meaning of this? They pulled her up and handcuffed her. Linda was sitting quietly in the kitchen, her eyes swollen. You're safe now, the officer told her. Aunty Rose shouted. I raised these girls. I fed them. I clothed them. You forced them into prostitution, the female officer replied. You destroyed their lives. As they carried her out, she saw Nina and screamed. You little snake. You betrayed me. Mr. Raymond stepped in front of Nina and held her close. She saved their lives, he said. She did what no adult around her could do. 2 months later, things were better. Linda and Nina now lived in a safe shelter for girls. The place had clean rooms, warm food, and kind people. They were going to therapy and learning new things. Linda still cried for Bella, but she promised to live well for her sister's sake. She died because of Mummy's wickedness, Linda said. She didn't die for nothing, Nina replied. We are free now. We will become something good. Mr. Raymond visited every weekend. He brought them gifts, clothes, anything they needed. You girls are strong, he said. One day, you'll speak for others. Aunty Rose went to court. The judge called her a monster in human skin. She was sent to jail. 1 year later, Nina stood on a stage in front of school children. She told her story, about Bella, about the pain, about her escape. Don't be afraid to speak out, she said. Silence helps the wicked, but your voice can save someone's life. Story lovers, are there really mothers like this? Have you heard a story or come across any mother like this? Please drop your thoughts in the comments section.
Thank you for watching Story Lovers. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notification bell so you can get notified whenever we drop new stories.